What's up, guys? It's Dragonfly Mike77, and today I am doing Othamni Double Apple. Now, I didn't really know what to expect with this double apple. I don't have too much experience with Othamni. The ones that I've had, some of them were okay, some of them weren't the greatest, and some were really enjoyable. And this morning I packed up a bowl of chocolate double apple, and I really enjoyed it. And later on I wanted a double apple flavor, but I want something a little different. So let me pop into some clouds. You do get good clouds from Othamni. I took the lid off my Lotus, so I let it cool down a little bit. I probably should have thrown the lid back on before the review. But on the inhale, you get a nice sweet apple flavor. I think it has a pretty prominent inhale flavor that I really do find enjoyable. On the exhale, like normal, that's when the flavor really starts to come out. And this is a really unique double apple. I haven't really had a double apple like this before. A lot of times you get the sweetness from double apple from the anise in it. With this, I feel like there is that type of sweetness in it, but it also has a separate apple sweetness to it that I don't really pick up in a lot of other double apples out there. And I really like that about this. It has that familiar, okay, I'm smoking double apple, but the apple flavor in this is really good. It is, I don't want to say it's candy-ish, it's just much sweeter than I was used to. At the same time, it's not a syrupy sweet, it's not a chemical sweet, an artificial sweet, it's just sweeter, but it's not overpowering. And this is actually the first bowl I've smoked of the Othamni Double Apple, and normally I don't like to review things that quickly, but this is, I really do like this double apple. This is a thumbs up for me. This is pretty high up there on my favorite double apple. This would be second or third. I'd have to really sit down and think about that for a while, but this is really good. Let me take another poke for you. Yeah, the flavor is, it's really interesting. I don't know if they intended to do this. I don't know if this was added. I don't know if it was just the way the flavors mixed together, but I almost get a cooling sensation from it. And that happens a lot with anise flavors, that it actually, anise in it, or anise, I'm not sure actually which the correct pronunciation is. But a lot of times it does have almost a cooling-like effect to it, and that's, I think, one of the reasons that double apple is so popular, is it has that cooling sensation that a lot of people do enjoy. And it's just a unique flavor. This is something that I really am going to spend some time with later on, and I might do a revisiting review of it. But first impression of this, I really do like it. It's so good for me that I'm doing a first impression video, which I don't really do too often. I think I've only done one before where I haven't really had experience with it, but this is a solid flavor. It has a nice sweet apple flavor to it. It really reminds me of picking an apple, a fresh apple off a tree and biting right into it. That's the type of apple flavor I get with it. And then the anise or anise it's there, it's not overpowering, and it's got a little bit of a cooling aspect to it, and it's just, it's a good smoke. If you were a double apple fan and you were looking for something different, but you still want double apple, and you've had other ones and you're like, alright, well they're just trying to imitate chocolate double apple, or they're trying to create a double apple that the younger generation may like a little more. That's not any of that. They wanted to make their own double apple flavor, and I think they did that very well. I think that's all I got. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and as always, guys,